Good day, people. My name is Tomoa and I'm your host for today on this episode of Uncaged Knowledge. And right now I'm at Survivor Agricultural Hub Limited, currently at the Agric Hub City. And today we'll be having a short interaction with the production manager. He will be taking us through some of the operational activities on the farm. And trust me, you don't want to miss this episode. I mean, just do me a favor. Please watch to the end. Come with me. Good morning, sir. Come meet you, sir.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Idowu by name, the production manager at Survivor Agricultural Hub Limited. And then you are welcome to our layers farm unit. And today I'll be taking you on some activities like our daily routine on the farm.
All right, sir. So which of the daily activities would you like us to know about?
Well, we have many daily activities that we always perform on our layers beds. But today, I would like to talk on a feeding process. How do we feed, feeding times, activation, and some other exercise.
All right, sir. So, how is the feeding activities on the farm done?
Well, at Survivor Agricultural Hub Limited, we always maintain standard. That is why we have time frame for every activities on the farm. Sure. Then, our feeding activities always start around 6 to 6:30 a.m. Although different farm with different activities and different time frame for their activities, but here we maintain that 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. in the morning.
Thank you, sir. Can you walk us through the farm as we, enlighten us about the feeding activities?
Yes, we can. So, like I said, that we have time frame for every activities done on the farm. If you can look into these feeders, there is not much feeders in it, just because the feed that have been served from that 6 a.m. to this time, they have already consumed larger part of it. Then there is another thing that we always do, that we call it feed activation. So if you experience that, like you see this area now, there's no feed here, and here contains some little feed, then that's when I will call on my staffs, and then they have already known that they need to rub the feeds, to activate it to where there is no feed. Come, let me show you some things there. You can see there are feeds here, and the other side there is no feed, and the other side, other parts too, there is no feed. Then they are the one that we need to do the activations, to rub the feed and move it from where there is feed to where there is no feed, because each beds have their own required quantities of feed daily in order to maintain their body metabolism, digestion, and overall health of their body, and also for the production, which is the root of everything. So you understand? So when there is adequate and feed required quantity was served to them, then this will help them to energize their body digestion, metabolism, and also egg production.
Alright, sir. So let's assume the feeds are not available for the bed. What happens if they are not fed at the right time?
Well, like I said, that each beds have their own required grams of feed they take per day. And in a case where there is no feed on the farm, definitely the farmer will actually fill it, because feed is the ultimate egg production. If there is no feed, that simply shows that it will affect their egg production. For example, if you are giving them the normal required feed by each bed in a day, and there was a issue, maybe the farmer ran out of feed, and you are giving them something very little to what you're supposed to give them on the normal ground, the outcome will show from their egg production. Because that is why a farmer needs to always avoid feed issue on the farm. So, for example, if they are giving you 5 crates of eggs in a day with their normal egg production, so when there is a feed shortage, you understand, you can be expecting like 2 or 1 crate of eggs. So the impact, the feed impacts the birds negatively on their eggs production, largely on their egg production, because particular birds can still live with empty stomachs for good 3 days before you can now be experiencing that this bird is getting weaker. Then looking at it, what will cause this? Then there are many things that have contributed to birds eating. You understand? But feed is part of it. That's what I said. They can still live and be agile and be active for good 3 days. Then after that, then you now be noticing that something is missing. If it is feed deficiency or feed storage, from the first place that you observe is their eggs production. So, like I said, it is very, very important to feed the birds appropriately. What I mean by appropriately is that the normal required quantity of feed, the timing, the rubbing of feed, from the feeder, one side of feeder to another.
So why do you have to remove the egg?
This was done in order to reduce egg wastage and again crack in our production, because without this being removed, although some of the egg will still roll out, but I still need to assist in rolling it out, because in the course of them rolling it out, it may sustain injury and cause crack.
That would be a loss.
Yes, that would be a loss. If you can notice, as I was activating the feed, some birds are bringing out their heads to keep consumed, because this sound as if I'm passing a signal to them that there is a feed in front of you, then you guys can continue eating. It's like a sign too, because they have give up. When there is no feed in front of them, they have give up, and this may affect their head production. So that is why all this need to be done.
So, sir, like how many bags of feed do they consume in a day?
Yeah, the bag isn't necessary. What is necessary is that the brand required by each bird. For example, now our birds now, each bird are consuming 125 grams of feed per day. So that's what we are giving them right now. And then we feed twice in a day. That's what I said. Our first feeding starts in the morning, which is 6:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. And then our second feeding is around 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Every bird have their own categories of feed, have their own varieties of feed. So when they get to the exact age for them to be consuming layers, then we start introducing layers to them gradually. So there is time free for every, because there is a different type of feed in the market. You understand? So there is a time for them to consume grower, time for them to consume starter, time for them to consume chicken mash, and time for them to consume fillet. Then there is time for them to also consume layers for the rest of their life. So all this needs to be done in order to avoid wastage. But this is what farmers always capitalize on. That is the reason why all these things were put in place. The bird was put in place. If you have to respect them, and then you plan as a food. And this are just according to the laws.
Thank you very much for the insightful episode. Thank you for taking us through the feeding daily activities on the farm. And honestly, I know you and I, you've learned so much. I mean, you've learned so much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. It's nice to have you on the farm. Thank you.
Thank you for having us. So, my good people, it feels like not living here, but then I have to go. So till next time we see you on Uncaged Knowledge, stay tuned.